2024 World Figure Eight Championships. Go green.
Oh, we got a problem on the front side.
Oh, yeah, Riddle around. Fireworks high into the air. Now Riddle, he spun up before the line, and he's going to lose a lap at the start potentially.
Drive through. And we got Frost, who just got on the track, but now he's stalling near the intersection, and they are trying to get around. Not a good spot for Frost.
This could be our first. Nope. Caution
Yellow.
is out.
Yellow flag.
Right as he got it started, but the problem is also, there's a look into the pits. Off to Tunny, driving away.
It will be Mark Tunny and Dalton Connor. Oh, 3 wide and some contact there with Norton. We're going to try to go 3 wide here. We got a couple cars starting to park it in the middle of the track. See the 77 sitting there in the middle. We got a spin. It's Frost in the 71. Frost brought out our first yellow. I think he's just helping out his alternate buddies. He's like, I got you guys covered. Don't worry. We got a big issue for the 40 of Greenwell. His right front busted on that car. And we'll see if this ends up bringing out our next yellow. As other issues starting to persist, you see the damage on the A3. That car is getting used up here early on. And watch out if you get into packs like this. As Doug Gregg has contact with the Bulldog. Take a look at what happened there shortly. Here's our intersection cam. It is busy. It's busy everywhere. Mark Tunny has it. Connor is trying to chase him down. Your leader's coming right through there. There they are. And we have another car stopped. Looks like someone just lost, well, we got a little bit of debris on track, and possibly the yellow coming out for the 72. We're losing the same thing a lot of times right now. RJ Norton pulls his number 9 machine off the racetrack.
Tunny and Dalton Connor going to bring the field back to the green.
Closing in on the 15-minute mark as the race gets back up to speed. Mark Tunny holds on to that lead. Ben Tunny following there with Connor in the Tunny sandwich. At this point, 31 cars on track. We've let 3 alternates onto the racetrack. Whitaker and Nelson among those. Couple cars off track right now. We'll continue to monitor what's going on with them.
Really busy. This is only like the 4th victory.
Oh, trouble! Turn 3, Gare gets the 4th, climbs the wheel and hops into the wall. Sorry to cut you off there, Scott. Now we stay green for the moment. He's firing back up.
We're trying to keep things moving, and fans have asked for it.
Hop.
And looks like they went 3 wide there, and they hopped over the right front of the 72 of Mike Nelson.
Yeah, so Hop's going into the corner 3 wide with a pinch. And Nelson just kind of going a little wide. And, all right, getting ready to go for the restart. 2 hours, 40 minutes left to go.
It's practically over.
Yeah, okay.
Nah. We got a long way to go.
You can have the better luck the rest of the way as others have bad intentions that happen to them.
Oh, good dicey there, Ben Tunny, Eddie Van Meter. Getting close to each other. This is the battle for 4th.
Oh man, the Bulldog right now has got his tail between his legs going through the intersection.
The only year so far we've had the Lucky Dog. The drivers really liked it being old school, so we went back to being
Mark Tunny's caught up with a lapper right now. He's stuck with Van Wettering. This was our leader, and that's going to hand over the lead to the 20 of Dalton. Sorry, there's a lot going on right now.
Yeah,
Now Hargraves has got an issue.
He's got something dragging or
They're still stuck in the middle of the track. The 3T and 49 can't get off of each other.
They are stuck bar to bar.
Hargraves pulls his car off the track. These two don't have a choice but to continue, but at this rate, Tunny might lose a lap, and the yellow is flown. Oh boy, hold on, Van Wetter. There we go.
What a helpless feeling.
It must be very frustrating. I want to know what Van Wettering thought. He's like, why is my car so slow all of a sudden?
Let's take a look at the front end, and that bumper looks good. Now, I don't know about Van Wettering's rear quarter panel.
As our announcer, Tori Stiles, would say, those were dogs you needed to pour water on them.
That's true. Right at the restart.
That's about to eliminate one of them. We had 12 cars on the lead lap, and the 87 of Matt Smith is pulling his way into the pits. We'll try and keep tabs on what's going on there. As it is Dalton Connor leading the way.
Battle for second.
Oh, and in that battle for second, Tommy, is who?
We got Ben Tunny and Eddie Van Meter.
How about Eddie?
He was stuck in the thick of it in qualifying, and now he's up to second.
You know, and I mentioned Dalton being one of the youngest guys in here. Eddie Van Meter was the oldest driver to ever win the World Championship when he did a few years ago. He's looking to extend that record a little bit longer here tonight and become the first driver to ever win over the age of 50.
And then not be able to continue on.
See, it's opposite of a Pringles cup. Once you stop, you just can't start. Oh, and they're tied up, Dana Tunny and Frost over in turn 4. Tied together. They were navigating through traffic, and they navigated into each other.
They get unstuck, but the yellow has come out.
Yes, it is.
It is an event here. Scott, clearly the biggest race in Indianapolis that I can think of.
Yeah, it's a big deal, especially on this side of town.
That's right.
Back to green. 2 hours 28 left to go.
Well, now side by side with the restart means Eddie Van Meter has an opportunity here to take over the lead. But as we've come to learn, maybe it is in the genes. Dalton Connor fights back.
And Van Meter will get credited with the lead. Like you said, fighting back is the 20. No more. New leader. He's going to go the long way around. And Van Meter's going to shut that door. Oh, and they're stuck. Wow. A stack up into turn number 1. Is everybody going to make it?
I was going to say, are we going to see it for the third time tonight where two cars get hooked? Maybe fourth. Seen a lot of that tonight.
The yellow is out. There must be some debris or something on the racetrack from that stack.
I do believe that debris is over in turn number 1.
Oh, we got some talking to. We are talking over here.
Are we having a chat? Is it possible that they're just like, that was pretty cool?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, and I tell you what, Eddie defending that position here early like it was the last lap of a 50-lapper.
Back at it again.
"35 minutes in, as we haven't really gotten to the rhythm stage of this race. The cautions come out numerous times. It is allowing some drivers that are struggling to continue to work on their cars as we have a battle for second.
Yeah, new player right there.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Shackleford.
Here he comes.
Van Meter now on a
into
break.
the wall. Jesse Tunny smacks the wall with his right rear.
Like nothing happened, though. Oh, man, your leader almost got taken out. Van Meter went through, and it was, I believe,
Tommy St. John.
that was Tommy St. John that was coming right at him.
Yeah.
With a head of steam and then a lot of brakes.
Yeah.
As you see the battle, first, second. Joe's got us covered there. As Shackleford leads it, it's Dalton Connor now to the inside of Ben Tunny.
Oh, trouble turn number 4. Greg goes around. Doug Gregg will spit it out in a cloud of smoke.
Opportunity came, he was there.
Taking a look at the Speedrome replay. Looks like he got together with...
That was a 29.
29 at St.
Now,
John.
I noticed when Doug Gray got going again, he pulled in front of the 29. He kind of merged in front of.
Till traffic arose. Back to green. We're fighting on the outside. Here comes Shack. New leader out of turn 2. And a bit of a stack-up opportunity.
Yeah, it looked like that stack-up started maybe around Sizemore in the 91. And these drivers were bouncing off of each other.
So Jeffrey Shackleford, your leader now, as he crosses the line.
Your battle for second now dealing with Doug Gray. You're watching, there's Mark Tunny. In the midst of it all, hanging right there behind the 4 of Hadley. That would be for position. Hughes up ahead of them, also for position. And a little tag to Matt Smith.
Yeah, and that's not going to help that rear bumper of Hughes as is hanging on.
Now it's by a thread. The Tooth Fairy is going to be visiting Ryan Hughes.
Vander Wettering just removed that back bumper, I do believe.
Now it's there, it's barely there. Just like a pair of underwear.
He tried to take it off there.
Now, how long will they let Hughes run? There it goes.
There it goes, yeah.
And that's, I imagine, going to be a yellow. We're not going to leave a bumper out there, I think.
And Meter now gets a jump at the restart. And the battle for third. Connor's going to get third spot over Ben Tunny.
It was. So the 33 right now.
Oh, trouble turn number 1. We got a big stack up.
That's the big one. And that is Hadley.
Hadley.
Oh, no, it's not Hadley. I apologize. That's Harmon.
And Jesse Tunny and Troy Hughes. Because Troy Hughes' car is losing significant weight as it goes on.
Taking a look at the replay here. So coming out of 4, going into 1. Harmon on the outside, and the 72 right there, and everybody kind of funneling in.
That's what happened. Harmon and Norton were side by side going in the corner, and then they came up on the 72. So Norton had to move up just a little bit higher and made contact with Harmon and caused that pile up.
Yeah, so right, something obviously an impact, and there's our pit side shot.
Yeah. I haven't seen them remove this left rear tire or anything. I can't tell what they did on the right side. Hope they're telling him to go.
Out of it. So here we go back to the green.
Nine cars on the lead lap, and they are slamming each other up front. As Van Meter says, "Oh, hold on to this lead spot over Shackleford, Connor, and Ben Tunny." Tom, you got a nice little pack that you're watching over here.
I'm looking at the right side of Mark Tunney's car.
Yeah, Mark Tunney's got damage in that 3T.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't from the Vander Wettering deal earlier. So I'm not sure what Mark got mixed up in.
I don't know if, and it didn't look like he was involved in that last pileup either. He drove right to the inside of it.
Maybe he got mad.
Punched it.
Oh, Connor.
And that's Dalton Connor. Been running in the top 3 the entire race.
He and Dylan Douthat colliding at the crossover there.
Flat right front for Connor.
Yeah, not a super big hit, but it might have been on the suspension of both those cars.
That is the concern. The 20's going to come into the pit area.
Change that one tire. It looks like they're not scrambling around the other side. Probably taking a look at the sway bar and the tie rod and the spindle to see if anything's bent or needs adjusted while they have that wheel off.
And this will be kind of that telltale moment here. As you see them putting on the new tire, we're going to see kind of how the crew reacts to this.
Yeah, still looking at that.
I see a thumbs up.
Yep, they're going to send him on his way.
That's that's having a lucky moment.
Yeah, and evidently nothing broken there, maybe bent, and he's just going to have to figure that out on the fly if the front suspension's a little bent. So he'll have to see that as we see the replay here.
Coming into the intersection, and whoops.
It looked like both the guys decided to let each other to go at the same time, which meant none of them went, and they ran into each other.
Funny how that works, right? They both tried to be courteous, and they both lost.
After you, nope.
Happens to me at the grocery store all the time.
Van Meter and Shackleford. You know, the driver who, if he didn't have the misfortunes, been hanging right up there with your leaders is Norton.
Yeah, he's still got a quick car.
A full racetrack right now. The yellow.
Oh, and we got a car nosing it into the wall.
A riddle there.
2 laps down, and we're about to go back to green.
That thumbs up that we saw the crew guy say might have been a "you're good" or "it's good enough for now."
It might have been an optimistic thumbs up. Give up.
Oh, intersect.
Garrigus decided he didn't want to go all the way through that one.
Went for the pits, so that's interesting. He stopped back there on the backstretch.
I'm also wondering if the yellow maybe flew as fast as it did. Well, I was going to say maybe Dana was indicating something to our fire and safety crew.
5 to go.
Into the battle for the lead.
Trouble over in turn number 2. The A3 got hooked up.
I think that may be Vanderwettering with him.
That is, yep. Van Wettering.
And yellow. Caution flies.
Where else can you see a car from Wisconsin and a car from Florida tangle in an Indianapolis racetrack, you know?
Well.
That's amazing. Yeah. Those two guys are the farthest apart of the guys in the race this evening.
Now they're the closest. Now they're the closest together. Start. Very good. 1 hour. 48 to go for Doodle. All right, well, we saw Hadley making his way forward, and now he gets to deal for the rear bumper of 74 of Hargraves.
Speaking of speed, look at Shackleford putting the pressure on Van Meter.
You gotta love it. All race long, right? No one's settling in.
Side by side.
This battle's been going on for a while.
Yeah, once Hadley worked his way up through there, him and Ben Tunny have been in pretty close quarters there for the last 50, 75 laps.
Yeah.
Championship with not a stick of roof or nothing on his car. So every week when the guys complained about Aero, we said, look, he's got nothing on his car, and he's the point leader.
Battle for the lead. Shackleford and Van Meter.
Takes the lead.
Yeah, Jeffrey Shackleford made a move and has taken it. Right now, Van Meter's probably going, oh, you were still right there. Okay. 3 pretty good guys to be putting a lap down. We got trouble over in the corner. It's Tunny and Hargraves getting connected. And they did have wheel-to-wheel contact. Hargraves has a broken right front. We talked about him powering through with the damage that he's had, mostly cosmetic. So that's it. Shackleford still has done nothing as they really get close, and it's Hadley to the lead. What a move by the number 4.
Turn to the left, snuck on by. And now they get to battle that traffic again.
They say the crossover giveth and the crossover taketh away.
Well, it did in a very quick moment. The snake.
You talked about the cars that were on the track. Most everybody that's on the track right now is running very competitive speed, so that just makes it even tougher.
All right, Shackleford's going to try it again here to the inside of Hadley. Into turn number 3, they're going to come out of the final corner. The 28, Jeffrey Shackleford, wait for it, has officially taken over the lead.
Oh, stack up over turn number 4. Sorry to interrupt.
Are you saying that we're trying in different areas to get a yellow? Because they're still side by side for the lead. And the driver they're trying to get by is the 29 of Tommy St. John, the first and only car 1 lap down. So Tommy's going to fight as hard as he can Both of our Tommies are going to fight as hard as they can.
Hey, I'm up here filming, okay?
Keep it up.
I believe
the 49 goes around. Craig Van Wettering, not in a good spot. We've seen this be a danger zone. And this might be our yellow, and will it? Nope, he gets rolling.
Oh, caution. Oh,
some of those guys were hoping that was the one.
Yeah.
The anticipation builds.
The 3D of Durham pulls into the pit.
Especially with this green flag run that we've got here.
Well, I remember.
I don't know how long it's been going on, but it seems like forever.
Your leader, Jeffrey Shackleford, had to go way wide, and I think he's still trying to get. There's a problem with the 28. Jeffrey Shackleford's got a problem. And he has stopped it over in the corner. This was your leader, Jeffrey Shackleford, and this is where it's going to get busy.
Pit road is open.
We'll see if we got any takers, because this is most likely not going to be a long green.
Oh, we got takers. God, they're coming.
Yeah, we'll see if we have a change of the positions here as we go across the line this time.
Well, we're definitely going to swap around the top of the running order.
Jesse Tunny just took the lead.
Sizemore's on his way. Mike Hadley behind.
And the question is going to be, is Jeffrey Shackleford going to come out with these drivers?
That's how I got short of lead.
Oh, Sizemore might have an issue here.
He might
car's
be low
stalled.
on fuel. He might be low on fuel.
Yeah, the yellow just immediately came back out. Oh, man. So that was another one who was right up there. An hour and 8 minutes left, and possibly the biggest flip of the race just took place as the 57 of Jesse Tunny inherits the lead after pit stops. The 23 of Eddie Van Meter in second. Mark Tunny in third in the 3T.
Really closing in on that back bumper of Jesse Tunny.
You know, it's,
oh, looky there.
Well, that didn't work out for Jesse.
Yeah, bad luck for Jesse. Looked to go on the outside of the lap car there, but the lap car tried to give him some room at the end, and it's going to cost him.
Well, he did get it moving.
Uh-oh, but it's stalled again.
Not a good spot.
Oh, goodness gracious. From the lead to trouble just in a matter of seconds. It happens that quickly, guys.
And you see how he's parking his car? This is your, I need a yellow parking job.
Yeah. He looks like he's waving his hands there at those guys.
I mean, at this point, you almost put yourself in a situation that forces a yellow, but then you're like, well, I'd like it right now, please. Like right now.
Please don't hit me, fellas.
Yeah. All right, watch the 28 and the 5 here. They are going to be desperate to get by your leaders. They've been closed in because of this caution. They did not want to see the yellow fly when it did. They could have used maybe 10 more laps. And they are going to be aggressive right now in trying to get these laps back. Eddie Van Meter just worked his way past the 57. Jesse Tunny.
In trouble for Hughes over in turn 2.
That looks like a broken right front.
He grabbed a tire, and I can tell you where.
I think I can agree with you. It up. And the caution flag is out. And we have 42 minutes, 48 seconds left to go. And we're green. And trouble immediately for Schaefer. Could be a flat tire, lots of sparks flying off the 03. And that's going to cause bigger issues as Hargraves gets climbed over.
Yeah, there goes another.
Well, there's one aerodynamic body panel left on Hargraves' car.
Bumper car sitting right in the middle of the intersection, and it just got run over by Garriga. Now is where I got to just catch up on everything. Donnie Garrigus the third has pulled his car into the pits, and here we go.
Well, Betty and Jack make contact a little bit.
Yeah, and we're probably going to see a little more.
Who's got the most to lose in this battle?
To answer that question, which was probably rhetorical,
he's got a flat. Did he get a flat on the deal when they made contact?
I don't know, but
something's wrong.
The 23 just doesn't seem to be where it was. I don't know if he had to whoa up. There was contact. Mark Tunny is taking the lead. Jeffrey Shackleford has gotten one lap back. He gives the bumper to Durham, who's in 10th.
Oh, but it gets back up.
Big trouble!
Durham and Tommy St. John over turn 4.
green flag.
Hargraves still losing that bottom panel. Next to Ben Tunny.
Can Mark Tunny hold off Eddie Van Meter? The last time we had a long green flag run, he started pulling away from the 23. But Van Meter's shown that he is all in here tonight. Doesn't matter how aggressive he's got to be, he's willing to do it. We've talked about them a lot, and we're about to,
Battle for the lead.
And you thought we were going to do a walk through the field here.
Yeah, maybe not.
Van Meter trying to look to the inside. He almost collects third place, Mike Hadley. Oh, Hargraves.
We're still figuring it out, still sorting it.
On the racing surface and will not get off of it. This is going to bring out a yellow. That car's not rolling.
And the yellow is out with 4 minutes and change left to go. World Figure 8 Championship at the Indianapolis Speedrome. And Eddie Van Meter on the rear bumper.
A huge move for the 23 of Eddie Van Meter. 1 minute and 50 seconds to go.
But it just seems to not be enough for that 23.
A spin over in the corner and contact between Riddle and Garrigus. They slam into each other. And Riddle's just, he's going to collect Craig Van Wettering. Mark Tunny came into this weekend under the weather, got caught up with a lapper early in the race that put him deep into the top 10. He slowly, methodically fought his way forward, used patience in a 3-hour race to make sure that he would be able to get back to the top spot. And as the clock clicks down to 0, the 3T of Mark Tunny comes out of the final corner, and he will see the checkered flag for the 4th time in the 3-hour World Figure 8 Championships.
Victory burnout to celebrate. Big win here tonight and this year for Mark Tunny. He has not stopped smoking those tires since turn 1. He's gonna go full oval.
I think he's feeling better.
Feeling just fine.
In the 3T, Mark Tunny! Mark. Somebody got water for him? Water. Marcus, I know you haven't been feeling well all week. Patience paid off. What a great race. To be able to get hooked up early in, to come back, to get your lap back to a 4-time champion here at the Indianapolis Speedrome in a 3-hour. Wow. Man, the microphone is yours. Yes. Congratulations. I know there's a ton of people, a ton of fans, but we couldn't say more congrats to a 4-time champion. Congratulations, Mark Tunny.
Thank you. I don't know what to say, man. I've said this to a few people, and I mean, it still holds true to me and stuff. I never know, as a driver, but to me, this is my thoughts. I never know when I'll see my last win, and that's hard to accept. And I'm not getting any younger and stuff, and some of these other guys that are younger, they're freaking good. So,
dude, you're like fine wine, buddy. With age comes perfect. 4-time champion, man. 4-time champion, Mark. I know we're gonna get a video tomorrow out of you, and Dad standing back there, and your wife, your crew. Just an outstanding job. Outstanding.